For those who know what's right. For those wedded to the machines in their bedrooms, their studios, their best friend's garage or basement. For those who negotiate with the system every day to make time for the music that matters. For those who get in debt to fund the fight against the mundane. For those who stay true to their cause even in the face of income and fame through compromise. For those who feel the power of every beat. For those who keep their minds open. For those who encourage and support those pursuing their personal dream. For those who sacrifice relationships to make sure the music is heard. For those for which the music is a lifetime, not a pastime. This is Bass Agenda.
DJ Resurgence coming to you from the city that put the world on wheels, and you listening to the Bass Agenda.
How you doing? Welcome to Bass Agenda. This month, really pleased to have with us fantastic Detroit producer DJ Resurgence. He's going to be dominating the first half of the show. Some of you may know him from back in the day as Detroit's DJ Surgeon. He's making an almighty comeback with some seriously cool records over the next few months, all on his own label, gone completely independent with global electronic music. Really strong, authentic, true Detroit electro sound. He's on the lineup for Techtroit this coming June, where he kicks off an exciting, entertaining live performance, very much keeping the old school skills alive and kicking. We'll have a dig around in the promo box a little bit later on. For now, enjoy the interview and the tunes.
sight.
Going to a techno club, real late at night. What your eyes might see,
It's truly out of sight.
critical mass music. 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 The whole world tuning in. Low frequency, the prototype. Critical mass music. The whole world tuning in. Low frequency, the prototype.
It's truly out of sight. It's truly out of sight.
What your eyes might see.
It's truly out of sight.
Going to a techno club, real late at night. What your eyes might see.
It's truly out of sight.
Good to meet you, man.
Same here. Good to meet you. Out there in the global electronic music world.
That's it. That's it. It's a shame we're all so far apart, man.
Well, it's nice that the technology can bring us together just like the music does.
Oh man, absolutely. I mean, I know I'm one of these people that I do moan and complain about Facebook, but without it, I don't think I'd be here, you know. So,
Right.
yeah, thanks for doing this, man. And thanks for getting in touch. It was a few weeks ago now, wasn't it? I guess.
Yeah, it's just great. It's like, the records are for the label are done this year, so we're just really focusing on the marketing pieces now and just kind of slowly but surely getting things lined up. We got the distribution going over across the water there, so that's definitely helping out a lot.
Yeah, sure. So that's all through Clone, yeah.
No, we actually went through Rubber Dub started picking up.
Oh, okay.
HHV was actually the first ones that picked it up, and then Rubber Dub jumped on, and then it's been to a few more places since then. I think Dish Union out of Japan, they got some, and it's just kind of spreading around now,
Yeah. I was looking at your Facebook page, and you had the 4 labels lined up there, the record labels, the 4
Yes.
EPs. It looks nice, man. Yeah, really cool.
Thank you. We have, there's besides the Critical Mass EP, there's 2 more coming out for this year.
Wow.
So I'm going to post. I got the labels back, so I'm going to probably post those up with the month's release dates. I think one is August 17th or July 17th, and the other one's October 31st.
Okay.
So we'll have six EPs will be out then, and hopefully that establishes that the label that we're making this electro and techno based music out of Detroit here. I'm here to keep doing this, so
Yeah, man. So you're literally dropping one every 2 months, pretty much.
It's kind of like in the window of 3-4 months, 12 months, 4 months, a year. You know, trying to get it in with all the mastering and everything that has to be done, and getting the plates. That seems to be taking the longest now. Just getting the plates done. There's been such a no pun intended, but resurgence of vinyl records all of a sudden, which is awesome, you know.
Yeah, man. So I haven't told you this, but one of my favorite ghetto tech type tracks is Boss Up.
Oh, Boss Up, okay.
Man, I love that track, man. Because when you contacted me, I was like, I wasn't sure who you were, if I'm honest. But I was like, I checked your music and I was like, oh, this is really, really dope. And I looked at on Discogs and I was like, oh shit, it's DJ Resurgence.
Yeah, it's me, man.
So it's about 20 years nearly, probably overdue, but thank you for that track, man. I love it.
You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. We have there's more of that kind of flavor where that came from.
Oh yeah? Cool. I've got other stuff by you from back in the day.
Yep.
But I was curious to know whether is DJ Resurgence a case of like just distancing yourself from those days, or is it do you see it as a continuation? How do you look at it? Because there was a big gap in the middle as far as I understand.
Well, what happened was Surgeon over in the UK is an artist there, and I'm an artist here, and so my thing was always DJ Surgeon. Yeah. And then it was changed to Detroit's own DJ Surgeon to kind of get separation. And then I just decided, I said, well, when I decided to come back to do a label and do the whole rebranding thing, I just came up with the whole thing with Global Electronic Music, DJ Resurgence, new artwork, new music, a total separation from anything that I've done in the past with any other labels or affiliation. So it's all like 100% in-house, independent type situation. You know how it is, just content. Just got to keep putting stuff out there for people to kind of like look at, keep them interested. There's so much music being flooded with the internet on an hourly basis.
Yes, crazy.
How do you stand out? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man. It's impossible to keep up. I mean, I used to try, but I just can't. It can't be done, man. It's too much for one man.
One of the things I'm gonna say is this right here. One of the ways I, get that separation from other artists is that, keeping the sound authentic and original and unique. My music, when I comb the internet a lot. I'm constantly on Instagram, Facebook, all the platforms, and I'm looking for records that sound like mine. I'm intentionally trying to find the sound, and I'm looking for the signature, and I don't see it. And so I know that if I keep on putting the music out and giving the energy to the people, it's going to come back to me eventually.
Sure. I hope so, man. I hope so. Literally everything you've sent me is dope, man. I really enjoy. And what I really love is the vocals that you do. I guess you do that all yourself. That's your voice.
Yeah, my alter ego.
Yeah. This is the dark side of Chris Harris, is it?
The dark side of the planet on Rigel 9.
Yeah. Oh man, it's cool. It's cool though, and it's not just repetitive hooks like you would have had back in the ghetto tech days. There's I can tell there's some real thought and process gone into some of that stuff. Really, really like the algorithm, the rhythm, that kind of thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Really cool, man. I really
just trying to really put like some, always trying to sneak some subliminal or positive messages out there in the music. Yeah. As a global society, we're dealing with a lot of things globally right now, in all ethnic groups and all cultures. And, there's so much not good things out there. And so I try to get people thinking about what we need to really do to preserve the art form, to come together at our music festivals and keep people safe. And just, one day, hopefully global peace into the world. We hope. I mean, I'll die wishing for that. And I'll leave this earth with that faith that one day we may see that. And maybe it's the next generation that sees it, or maybe we're in Star Trek. I don't know. Maybe we're past Picard episodes before we see it. But we need to figure it out as mankind.
So is that what inspires you? I mean, in terms of the message of your music, it's that kind of real life struggle, challenge thing.
Yeah, it's just my theme is energy to the people to get out and dance together, whether you're whatever ethnic group you're with, whatever religion, but just to come together and enjoy a common place in the music, release positive vibes without the violence, without the judgment of people, without just being kind of like immersed in the music and that low energy, that low end,
Yeah.
Just get out there and have a good time, and then we can go back to work the next day, the EP track title off of Alien Flight EP. You get the bass line. It's kind of got that twangy, ringing sound to it. It's got a lot of energy. And it just, and I created that off of this plugin I got, and I went in there and shaped and made the bass. So that's why it sounds like it sounds. If you really just try to find another record that's got that similar type of sound in it, it's not going to be that easy.
No, I bet, yeah.
So it had a unique sound to it, and then I got the lyrical idea because I'm an old school to the heart. If you listen to Chuck Berry, riding around in my automobile, but no particular place, but mine was futuristic, so
I got that reference. I wasn't sure whether that was on purpose. I assumed it was.
Yeah,
I love it. That's so cool, man. Yeah.
But then the rest of the lyrics, my rear view is out of sight, meaning that, when you doing your music and you're into your zone, you don't see any negativity or anybody behind you, and then you can't see, you're just gone,
Yeah, you're in your own.
That's the way that record is.
That's cool, man. Yeah, no particular place to go. As soon as I heard those words, I was like, hang on.
Right.
Yeah, I like it, man. That's really cool.
It's been so far from our inventory count, it's kind of in the lead of the sales for the vinyl.
Riding around in my automobile with no particular place to go. I'm driving at the speed of light.
deal with like, musicians are, and I'll be the first to say that, we're all kind of weirdos in our own right, geeks, tech geeks, weird people. Like my thing in the alternate state of mind was, if you listen to this thing, it says you're running out of time. I'm talking to humanity. We're running out of time to get this figured out. Because if we don't figure things out, my belief is that Mother Earth will figure it out for us. Just like the did when they shut the world down.
Yeah.
People have to understand what happened there. And you look at things, I'm gonna make one quick point, we can move on. When the pandemic was here, you didn't hear about anybody robbing anybody on the subway then or killing anybody too much, did you?
No.
You didn't hear about any of that stuff.
No. Yeah.
It was just quiet. The world was quiet. What's happening to us? We run. Okay, this is a warning. You got to get this figured out and stop the nonsense. So you have to get in that mindset that we're going to do better as a global community. That's all. That's what alternate state of mind's about, and keeping your head square, keeping your mind tight, and whatever happens in this world, expect the unexpected. Don't let it get you down. Just pick yourself back up and keep it moving.
Yeah. No, I get you. And I get your point about the pandemic. I felt that as well. For the first few months, maybe first sort of 3 or 4 months, it really felt like things were changing. It almost, I know it was a very negative thing to happen, but it was almost like it was having a positive effect. It felt like people were learning and people were getting back to what's important again. We went forward for a brief while.
When it happened, Russia did not invade Ukraine. Hamas was not launching rockets at Israel. It wasn't a war.
Yeah.
It was just like, what's going on here? And we finally realized that we're really all in this together.
Yeah.
And we struggled to find treatment so many people would not continue to die.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's changed?
Nothing,
why
really.
Why go back to the chaos and the madness? Why go back and invading your neighbors and killing innocent women and children? What happened with that?
Yeah, I agree, man.
Those are my thoughts when I'm deep into the music. I'm thinking about these. We all like musicians, man. You starting to attack music festival. That's the places I'm trying to go play. Those are the people I'm trying to entertain. So I'm like hands down. I'm thumbs down to anybody that's got any type of violent intentions on that level or any level, really. For what? Yeah. Figure this thing out. But that's where I'm at. So,
Yeah. I hope we figure it out, man. I really do.
This is Dave Clark, and you're listening to Bass Agenda.
of mind. You're running out of time.
The rhythm again, you know, the clever vocal work on here, man. Not how you say it, but what you say as well. It's really dope, man. So why is that one? Why that one for you?
The rhythm is because we're talking about, like, it's dealing with some of the intricacies of AI infiltrating our music and infiltrating and getting people to give up the soulful creativity part of themselves to let a machine reproduce our music.
Right.
You know, am I an algorithm or am I just a rhythm? I'm a human being. I'm the rhythm. An algorithm wouldn't even be if it wasn't for my thoughts. And people need to understand. You say AI, it didn't birth itself. We birthed AI.
Yeah.
You got your thoughts and your programming is what it mimics and what it learns. Without humans, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I can pull the plug out and it disappears. The battery won't last forever. But me programming the drums like I did, I said, well, I like to see a computer program do this.
Yeah.
The drum programming in that song is very detailed.
Yeah, I like that. I don't think you can't reproduce that, the soul element that goes into this kind of music, I don't think.
Right, I say it's only, whatever we hear from AI is an emulation.
Yeah.
Of what we've already thought about and done.
Yeah.
And it may be enhancements, but it came from us eventually. Just like every man and woman and child came from a person.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing behind the rhythm, to make a track that was definitely different. It has a kind of a hip hop drum kind of like back to it, but it's got to really listen to it, and you'll hear the elements in there, and put it together, machine studio, and just kind of like, that was it. And got on the mic and just let it go,
Yeah. But I like what you say about the drum program, because I'm hoping I'm remembering this right. But in that track, there's a few drum sounds that appear, but they're kind of they're quite spaced out. You only use them occasionally, just look like accents almost. Is that fair? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the records carry a certain like level of energy to them. So like take you to a place, bring you back there. So it's not the same repetitive thing over and over again. It's actually I have another song that's gonna come out in 2025. It's a song called Programming Drum Machines. So it's just the programming that lets you know that I'm really programming this music. It's not just, okay, well, in the next 8 bars I know what's gonna happen.
Right.
No, you don't. So it's a lot of fun making these records.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. I mean, obviously, dance music is about repetition, but it is nice. I really like it when somebody does just a little something to play with your mind a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
And then method to the madness.
About how we make the music. What drum machine you choose.
Mm-hmm.
What sound library you purchase.
Right.
How you get inspired to make the music.
Right.
How you mix the music. How you DJ the music. You know, it's finding music producer. It's just a crazy thing. You know, because it's not like a guy with a bass car, a lead. You know, we get all these sounds in our head. You got to get them out.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, and mine comes out on, you know, usually between 24 and 36 tracks.
Yeah.
Per song, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they gave drum machines, and it's got like, you know, you got 8 banks with pads, and every pad is essentially a track. Like in the old days, with the big, you know, mixer, and every fader was a track. Well, now every pad's a track. So every time I start out, I got 128 tracks that I got to get out. Usually I stop around 24 to 30, somewhere up in there, and then I start arranging. Yep, that's the method of madness. That's like, how do I turn this into a record now, you know?
Yeah. So you're talking about you're kind of filtering down, like you're starting with a lot, and it's like, how do you kind of refine that?
Yes.
Down to that end result that comes out on the record.
Yep. If you play a record and no one moves or no one has a response, it's not going to probably work.
No.
You have to be honest. You have to say, I got to go back. Something about this record ain't right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have enough low energy or enough bass, or it doesn't have this, or it's just the wrong instrumentation.
And you only get a small window to sell it to them. You know, you've got to hook them straight away, haven't you? You need to get them straight away.
30 seconds. About it, when you go DJ a set and you DJing, and this comes from my, you know, all the ghetto tech mixing type style mixing I used to do. You know, I had to get that crowd moving within a few seconds when the record come in. They had to know that energy.
Yeah.
I didn't get like 2 minutes into the record, then all of a sudden something happens. You done lost the crowd by the end.
Yeah. That's the thing people don't appreciate, particularly DJs these days, I think. Well, people who want to be DJs, they don't understand that you're not just playing at people. You know, there's a give and take element.
You playing with their emotion, with the music.
Yep.
You up, take them down. Michael Jackson does Billie Jean, everyone goes nuts. He turns around and stops and does We Are the World. Everyone's got a light in there singing for world peace.
That's it.
You know.
Yeah, I love it.
There's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness.
Step into my world, a world of techno beats with bass modulation to help you move your feet. Programming drum machines and synthesized keys. DJs play real techno and beats that sound like these.
I have a sound and lighting company as my business, and so we get a chance to do a lot of cool shows and stuff. And we got a pretty big rig, for our size company, and we have a lot of fun with it, It's based out of Detroit, but we're able to travel as far as we're like a regional company, so we'll travel as far as Atlanta, possibly Miami, if the numbers are right. We'll go do shows. I got a crew and we all have fun. It's really funny because all the crew is all DJs.
So everybody's fighting to do the sound check. Okay.
I started doing that just out of renting speakers to people, and it grew into this big business like we were doing. And I'm enjoying what's happening right now with global electronic music and these records. It's something I didn't come in because really it started as an experiment. I was really just putting the first couple records out to see if anybody would buy them.
Right. Okay. Toe in the water kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. I
took one to my buddy's store, and he said, "Let me have 40 of each." You want 40 of each? He said, "I'll take 40 of each. I can move these." At that point, I'd be a believer.
Yeah, I would. That's a good start.
Oh yeah.
That's a good start, man. And did he sell 40 of each?
He sold them all, I believe. He's asking he to be restocked, and he wants to do. So he says he wants 30 of those. So things are moving. And I'm sure that we're going to be getting an order from across the way there pretty soon from Rubber Dub and HHV and the other guys.
saying earlier on you had the DJ Surgeon phase, so that was kind of Twilight 76 database.
Yeah, when I first started in Detroit, the first thing was on database.
Yeah.
So there was a record called Duel of the Jit, which was a big Jit record, and that kind of like, people started just making Jit music, and then it just kind of went on from there. And I had all the Ghetto Tech Mix and Series CDs, and my God, they probably, I don't know, we probably moved, 25,000 units of that, just those mix CDs, just locally here. Wow. They were like a hot seller, because everyone was into the CDs then and that kind of media. As by the way, I've transferred all those CDs into MP3 files that people can purchase. So that'll be up pretty soon, where people can actually get that download and they can just have that mix CD,
You're back now with the DJ Resurgence. Why now, man? Is there any particular reason why you're doing it now? I mean,
yes.
Okay.
My buddy called me and we were Keith Butts. He called me and we were talking. I did a remix for them for a record they were doing, and it was like a house remix for this song called "It's Me" by DJ Maestro, who's the king of the line dance and get fit while you sit thing. But anyway, though, he called me to do a remix for him, and I did the remix, and pretty much, I let my buddy hear some of my stuff that I was messing around with. He said, "Man, you need to put your music out. People need to hear your music." And I said, "Okay, well," and at that particular time, the sound and lighting company was generating enough revenue where I could, shave off a few $1,000s here and there to pay to get a record. So I didn't have to go to anybody and say, "Would you press my record up? Can I be on your label? Can you maybe pay me for the records or something?" or all that kind of good stuff. And so when I realized that I could take 100% control, that's when I decided to come back with a full release schedule for 2023, a full release schedule for 2024. In 2025, it'll go down to maybe 2 records a year, maybe 3. We'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Sure.
But that's what kind of started everything. And I said, you know what? There's not enough techno-based or electro-based music coming from Detroit. We're being oversaturated by other sounds and say this is electro. Well, we do a certain type of electro and techno bass from Detroit. It's got a certain sound to it, and I'm one of the guys that knows how to make those records.
Yeah,
and so I felt it was not good that I not put these records out. I said I got to put this music out, and just to see if anybody cares, and people care.
They do, man.
They start buying the records.
Yeah. No, they do.
We're gonna stay consistent to Detroit style electro and techno based music. However, I will venture off into other genres as the label grows. Maybe there will be a house division for the label eventually. And there will be maybe a 4 on the floor type thing coming eventually. But right now, we're going to stick to, I'm going to continue producing electro and techno-based records with that authentic, original Detroit core sound.
I've only been asking people this recently, but it's something that I find really interesting. I don't know whether you can answer it, but how do you know when a track's done? When do you know that it's that's a wrap? Do you have a way of doing that? Is there a process?
Yes, I do. I'll share with you what happens with that. Having a collection of so many great electro-based records. So my turntable setup is just off to the other side in the same studio. So what I'll do is I'll finish the WAV file and I'll load that record up with some of the biggest electro techno-based records the world has heard. And I'll mix them. Right. And when my record with the other records and the energy level doesn't fall off, the record's done.
I love that. Nobody's ever said that to me. That's really cool. You've always done it that way?
No. I started about maybe 5 years ago. It's just kind of finding out when I was putting together a DJ set, trying to figure out which record am I going to play, because I used to didn't put together sets. But now, since it's mostly my own music, I have to really kind of say, well, out of 100 records I got, which ones am I going to play for the set? And then now with ghetto tech style mixing, which is very fast and interactive, I can't play 30 seconds of my record and go to another record now. So now I got to play 2 minutes of the record so people can hear the record and go to another. I found it quite boring at first. because I was so used to popping up records and stuff, and I said, well, you gotta let people hear music.
Yeah.
And better way to do it than the my music with the classic music that they're already used to hearing, and it all goes together.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. I like that. And that's also the whole process. That process is all you. You don't share it with somebody. You don't get a second opinion. That's all you playing records. It's all in your control.
Everything kind of. I think the only person I actually will send files to is my buddy Keith, who helps me with distribution.
Okay.
He can listen to the records, and sometimes he'll call back and be like, "Hey man, can you let that ride for like 16 more bars in the beginning or something?" He said, "That beat it, that's slapping, man." I said, "Okay," so I go change the arrangement, resend it to him, and he like, "Oh man, that's it, man. That's it."
It's interesting what you said though, because most ghetto tech tracks are like 3 minutes, aren't they? They're like, they're all they're nearly all kind of what you might call a DJ tool, aren't they? But this stuff's a bit more of a journey, sort of bit of a slower burn,
and really get into like how I'm playing the notes and playing the music. And all my production is played. There's no kits. There's no pre-made loops. There's no pre-made bass lines. It's all just played from what I feel. And that's where the roots of that Parliament Funkadelic and Galactic Spectrum comes from. That don't. That's where all that comes from. It comes from Flashlight and Atomic Doll, all the great records, and Theme from the Pole, and all these records.
Yeah, man. Well, that's a good segue, man. We should talk about that because you chose Flashlight as one of the tracks that kind of inspired you.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was listening to it 5 minutes before we started talking. I was listening to that again. It's so good, man.
That was an amazing piece of as artwork to me, how they put that together. I actually got a chance to meet George Clinton once. And that was great. And Flashlight, kind of like, that walking bass line, and just, that was just awesome, man. And that was the record for me, man,
Yeah. And that was what, 77, 78, something like that?
Yeah. My mom had a friend, and he took me to a Parliament Funkadelic concert. I think I might have been 11 years old or 10 years old. And I got a chance to the Mothership Land. It was at the Flint, a place called the IMA. They used to have these concerts in Flint, Michigan. And my life was forever changed once I saw the Mothership Land. That was it. It was like, I'm gonna get into some music,
Yeah, that's an education, man. Fucking
absolutely. Sir knows the void of funk. They hit him with the bop gun, and he started dancing. I mean, it was just, man, classic showbiz stuff. Entertainment. Oh yeah. We are not alone.
Is anybody out there? Is anybody out
And more bounce to the ounce, man. I love that. That's another favourite of mine, personally. Yeah, why that one for you, man?
That's where that just that Roger Troutman clap snap came in. Just that feel to it, and of course the vocoder, the voice box, and the original T-Pain, as we say, he was the original. They did it, and that was it, man. That caught the whole world off guard.
Grow up in a house of music? Were your family musical at all, or were you more exposed through friends and
Exposed through my mom.
Uh-huh.
My mom used to, when I was a kid, my mom would go out with a girlfriend. They would go out to this little local club, and she'd always be playing like Parliament Funkadelic, Isley Brothers, The Floaters, Earth, Wind, Fire, stuff like that, and I was listening to music and Marvin Gaye, and it had a lot of, feeling of musicians playing music. But I really kind of grew to love Parliament Funkadelic and George Clinton's music and Bootsy Collins. And that went on, Roger Troutman, may he rest in peace, the Zap, and all the great records that came out during what we call the funk era, where people actually, you had a live bass player and you played this music and it was cool. And then, so that's how I grew up. And so I grew up loving music. So by the time I was old enough to ask for something like everyone was getting a moped. Instead of getting a moped, I asked for 2 turntables and a mixer. And that's what I got, And that's how I think we're 41 years in now, 15 years old.
Wow, man.
That's cool. When I did my first party,
Yeah. So what was that, like a block party kind of thing, or a...
It was it was like a junior high school.
Okay.
So what you would call like middle school now was junior high school back when I was coming up. Yeah. So like dance for like 3 hours and a bunch of kids screaming and you play their favorite. You had these records and that we had just records back then. So you had to have all the good records, and you couldn't travel with a million records. It was just you had like 3 or 4 crates with 50 in there, and that's what you did, And at the time I was living in Flint, Michigan, and they had like a couple of good record stores up there. And so every time the records would come out, I mean, we didn't have any way of checking on the internet. you had to physically actually go by the store. And so, you know, I took a paper route, and all the money I made off the paper route, I just bought records. So I built my collection up, and then one day it was time to go DJ a party because I had enough records. So as soon as I got I had like 150 records, it was time to start going to throw it out, you know?
Yeah, it's time to chase your dreams about the seats. Make your body sway, socialize, get down, let your soul lead the way. Shake it now, go ladies. It's a living dream. Love, life, live. Come play the game. Our world is free. Do what you want, but free. It's a house of both females and males. Both dirty old. Well, dungeons go. The DJ plays your favorite blast. Takes it back to the past. Music's magic. Woof. Hump, bump, bump. Get bumped with some blast. People. Rock, rock to the planet, rock. Don't stop. Rock, rock to the planet, rock. Don't stop. The soul sonic force. Mr. Big Pow Wow. And MC Glow. We emphasize this show. We got ego. Make this your night. Just live it right in my day. As the people say, live it up. Shucks. So work or play. Our world is free. Be what you be. It's me. Rock, rock to the planet, rock. Don't stop. Rock, rock to the planet, rock. Don't stop. You're in a place where the nights are hot, where nature's children dance and say the chance on this mother earth, which is our rock. The time has come and what for soul to show you really got soul. Are you ready? Hump, hump, bump, get bumped. Now let's go. House. Then you let your body. You got the body rockin', posh, bouncing house. And everybody just rockin', don't stop it. You gotta rock it, don't stop. Keep ticking and talking, working all around the clock. Everybody keep rocking and clocking and shocking and rocking. Go house. Everybody say rockin', don't stop it. Well, hit me, Mr. Big. Wow, wow. G-L-O-B-E. The Soul Sonic.
How did you come across that? Was that like radio, Mojo or something? Or?
It was, I heard it on the radio one day, and went to a place called Nick's Disco Shack and bought 2 copies. Because back then, you know, we were buying 2 copies of everything. So when you got ready to buy a record, you had to have like $13.
Right. So that you were already buying doubles at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And mixing between them.
Yep. Mixing the instrumental.
Yeah.
Scratch part, the party people, that part. Learning your scratch patterns. And learning scratch patterns off of the great turntablists out of New York. And then we would just process up to make it like Detroit style, because it was everything in Detroit moves faster than it did in the East Coast. So the DJ, they scratch faster, mix faster, and that type of thing. In Detroit is very competitive market for turntablist style DJs, you know, doing music.
And what was it about the track that inspired? I mean, did you take anything away from that as an artist yourself? I mean, apart from a DJ, did it influence?
Taking the drum pattern, and the flash hi-hats. Everyone's borrowed something from Planet Rock that's done dance music. Just like people in Detroit when they heard like Kraftwerk when they came out and learning how to use synthesizers and making your own sounds up and modulating and all that stuff was all kind of heard from Kraftwerk, and then you make your own flavor up. I mean, guys that invented techno here, they really have too much to work with at all. It's just drum machines and some little keyboards, and they were visionaries and they had a lot of creativity and stuff that built up. I'm glad they chose music and not being with a local street gang.
Resurgence. Bass Agenda.
I met Juan Atkins back in, I think I met him in 87.
Mm-hmm.
We were a friend of mine, a buddy of mine, we were working on a project, and we wound up in his studio in downtown.
Right.
And that's when I met him, and and I go in there, they got all these 808 drum machines and turntables laying around, all this cool stuff now that people would like, the vintage stuff people would die to get now. But that's when I heard the music, and from then on, I started messing around with doing like little beats and electronic beats and stuff. That's kind of how that got going,
Right, I get you. Yeah.
And then my natural talent just kind of came out. When you start doing something, you soon to find out if you're meant to be a doctor or a basketball player.
Yeah.
I figured out and said, you know what, I can make these beats. I can't slam dunk a basketball, but I can make these beats.
Yeah. Well, you slam dunk the beats, man.
Thank you, man.
There's no doubt about that.
Listen to me, what we do here, it's fucking essential. It's like oxygen. The world's dying of 1,000 heart attacks. We heal them up. It's a goddamn public service what we do. That's the only reason to make music.
I mean, I'm guessing this has changed over the years. I can see you've got some bits of gear in the background. What are you kind of working with? What's your go-to at the moment for making tracks?
I'm a Native Instruments house.
Okay.
As far as production is concerned, that's where the actual drum machine style programming is done.
Right.
And then there's of course a MIDI keyboard, a controller that plays the sounds, and I'm able to do modulation and pitch bends and things of that nature. But machine and Native Instruments have been using that for over a decade now.
Right. Okay.
I have two models. I have a Machine Studio and I have Machine Plus. There's going to be some live things going on with the DJ set. It's going to be very interesting.
I was about to ask you this. So are you kind of the Techtroid thing that you've got coming up? Are we talking what some people might describe as a kind of a hybrid set?
The vocals will be live.
Yeah.
The machine element will not be present at that particular event because I have 1 hour. So in 1 hour,
okay,
I have to play, I think, at least 30 of my records in that hour and some other classic records. So it's going to be a very energetic, high moving, high performance DJ set.
Yeah, man.
There'll be some really cool, there'll be some turntable and stuff involved in there, just to remind people that the ghetto tech element of my speed on scratching and beat juggling has not gone.
Cool.
That element of DJing still is there. That Jedi level still exists.
Cool.
And I will demonstrate it on the crowd that day. For anyone that may have thought that maybe they think because I'm a little older now, I fell off, so that's not gonna happen.
No, cool. I believe it, man. I believe it. You pay my flight and I'll buy you a beer, man. How about that?
I wish we were gonna be here for. We're gonna be video. There'll be a couple different camera angles recording that.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so you'll get a copy of it. I'll make sure you get a copy.
Oh, well, that's good of you, man. I'd love to see it. I really would. That sounds really cool.
If you witness the Techtroid performance, that's what the world is about to get from me.
Cool.
Level of entertainment with the records, with me doing what I'm doing. That's what it's about. I'm training like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, man. I bet. Yeah.
Some of the records, that have the vocals in them. When that part of the record comes out, do the vocals. Yeah. And get the crowd involved. And especially records like Alternate State of Mind, we have visuals that we're going to play. In some places that have an LED wall where we can have visuals. You'll see the little videos behind me, things of that nature. We all sometimes go into an alternate state of mind to do what we do, especially to be creative and make this music. Is a lot of late night sessions and pretty much turn into someone else or something else that I'm thinking about out in the atmosphere, out in space or whatever. And my mind spends a lot of time out in other worlds and other places that I would hope that Earth would be like one day. I guess if it was like it would be kind of like, it would be like heaven on earth, it would be no killing, no violence. And we're all not the same skin tone, but you're going to hate someone because they're a certain, or they believe in this religion versus that one. All that stuff is in the past. Let's just get on with right now and this beautiful planet that we have to enjoy while we still can enjoy it.
Marshall Applewhite, and you're listening to Bass Agenda.
One of the main reasons why the vinyl campaign was done was to get promoters, to put them on notice that I'm back playing again and playing out, so I can come across and entertain the people while I'm still able to do that. You know, to finish up, I mean, I've been over maybe 4 or 5 times, but now when I come back, it'll be, you know, a show interlaced with my visuals on the screen. It'll be very interactive, very entertaining, and very high energy.
Cool.
With lots of low end, so I know they're gonna have the subs ready for me.
I hope so, man. Get those teeth shaking.
And then we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start it off at Techtroid.
Yeah. So just thinking about the future, and I mean, obviously you've got records lined up, but I mean, where would you like this to take you, man? You want to do some dates out here in Europe?
People love the high energy and the good vibes everywhere. It doesn't have to be a language.
No.
It's just good music and they feel it's a feel.
Yeah.
And so I want to go all over and spread these positive messages and spread kindness and get love from people and give them love through the music I produce and create.
Yeah.
And it's got a retro sound to it, so it's just, hey, that reminds me back in the day. That's what I like, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
My style is retro electro techno. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So God just say, hey, I'm too old, I can't move anymore, or whatever happens.
Yeah. I'm
gonna continue to do it till I can't move anymore.
Yeah.
Pass some of the skill set on to the younger generation when I meet people that want to learn and so that to somebody else so they can keep the music going.
Yeah.
If we stop making the music, the sound doesn't exist anymore. It's just the old stuff. There's nothing current.
Yeah.
So you gotta fight against that as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Got to keep it alive, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Electro is alive. But I really appreciate you having me on, and I think so. If anyone's out there listening, you are interested in, you hear the music, you want to know I'm out here working. So it's not very difficult to find. There's videos on YouTube. There's Facebook. The information's out there. Contact me directly and let's have a conversation.
Cool.
And let's make some shows happen.
boss. Like a boss. Like a boss. Like a boss. All shot like a boss. Deck knots like a boss. Cop drop like a boss. On top like a boss. Pay the coast like a boss. When I flows like a boss. Big hoes like a boss. Rip the nose like a boss. Who the motherfucking boss? Who the motherfucking boss? Who the motherfucking boss? Who the motherfucking boss? Who the motherfucking boss?
Love and thanks out to DJ Resurgence for taking part in the show. Wish him all the best. Such cool tunes, some great stuff coming up. And if you want some real Detroit stuff happening in your neck of the woods, get in touch with him, get him booked. Guaranteed to please. Last track of part one of the show, going back to that track I mentioned at the beginning of the interview, back when he was known as DJ Surgeon. Absolutely love this track, a track called Boss Up. And then from here on in, we're going to get into the promo box. We've got some more Detroit stuff, some dark stuff, mellow stuff, glitchy stuff, you name it. Real mixed bag for you.
On top like a boss. Pay the coast like a boss. When I flows like a boss. Big hoes like a boss. Up the nose like a boss. Who the motherfucking boss? 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 Motherfucking boss, who the 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 motherfucking boss, all shots like a boss, deck knots like a boss, cop drop like a boss, on top like a boss, pay the coast like a boss, when I flows like a boss, big hoes like a boss, rip the nose like a boss, all shots like a boss, deck knots like a boss, cop drop like a boss, on top like a boss, pay the coast like a boss, when I flows like a boss, big hoes like a boss, rip the nose like a boss. Don't be too slow, don't be too slow.
Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow. Your feet too slow.
DJ Godfather checking in live from Detroit. And you're listening to Bass Agenda.
Never change the running system. Never change the running system.
catch up for you, let you know what you've been hearing. So after DJ Surgeon with Boss Up, we got into something new there from DJ Godfather called Your Feet Too Slow. Then into The Point of No Return from Orlando Vaughan, just out on Bass Agenda Recordings. Then another new one from DJ Godfather called Method to My Madness. Then into Electrotechnic with a track called System. And then into this one we're sitting on top of right now, Funk Devoid track called Phoenix. This is the Professor Dicta Beat remix. Gonna head back into Detroit stuff for a couple of tracks now. Coming up, we're gonna slip into DJ 3000, track called Kazani.
This is Brian Bonds. This is Martin Bonds. You're listening to Bass Agenda.
This is a message from Detroit.
This is Adult.
And you are listening to Bass Agenda.
Bass in the gun. Bass in the brain. Bass in the gun. Bass in the gun. Bass in the brain. Bass in the gun. Bass in the gun. Bass in the brain. Bass in the gun. Bass in the gun. Bass in the brain. Bass in the gun. Bass in the gun. Bass in the brain. Bass in the gun.
This is Kim Cosmic, and you're listening to Bass Agenda.
Another catch up for you. After DJ 3000 with Kazani, we got into the amazing Strand with Opto. Absolutely beautiful piece of music. And then we darkened it down a little bit. Nice bit of Hypnosis from Elia Navska, 808 Volure. Then into Data Shader, Breath Controller. That was the Doppler Effect remix of that. Then into Equinox Victory, Polychain remix. And then into something fantastic from new album from Terrence Dixon, back in Detroit again. Album's called Studio Space. That last track was Infant Stars, and we're going to close the show with this one also from that same album from Terrence Dixon. Another beautiful piece of work called Night Sky. Thanks to you guys for listening. Thanks out to DJ Resurgence for taking part in the show. As always, the full show plus track list will be up on patreon.com/bassagenda tomorrow morning, and I shall be back next month with a new show for you. In the meantime, have a good weekend. Take care. Cheers.